Hello everybody, Smockter here, and we're back, guys, for more Orespawn Let's Play, and I know what episode this is. I got it right. This is episode 11, because I uploaded episode 10. So, it is time, guys. It is finally time that we craft Big Bertha. Now, I got all the supplies in here, and I pre-made the crafting recipes. Now, this is how it shows it in the when you click on them, but it doesn't exactly matter what you put in there as long as you put these certain ones together. So for the blade, I could put the vortex eye up there and the sword in a random place. It doesn't matter where you put them as long as they're all together. So as long as these certain items are together, you'll get the blade. So there's the blade. To get the guard, you need all of these, mostly all the scales except for the water dragon. And as you guys can see, this is freaking expensive. Like, you have to fight all of those bosses. Now, there are some dungeons where you can get these things, but it's probably just much easier to use. Okay, so now all we have to do to get Big Bertha, before we do, I'm going to grab myself a single iron ingot. Now, to craft Big Bertha, after you do all of that, and after you fight all the bosses, guys, you simply put it in like this. And here is Big Bertha. Now, I'm not going to use it just yet, or even put it in my hand, because what you guys can do is this has a long reach. It can reach things, I think you can be like 10 blocks away, and you can still hit things. But if you want to extend that reach to 15 blocks, sorry, I just hit the microphone. If you want to extend that reach to 15 blocks, you put an iron ingot to it, and you get the slice. It doesn't change the damage, but it does change the reach, which really can help you. Now, let's model this thing real quick. Now, I'm guessing most of you probably have seen my mod showcase. Now, it doesn't show as a blaze, so I'm going to morph back. Now, just you watch, guys. Trust me. This weapon is well worth it. I'm going to switch out of it. Boom. Look at that. Look at how big that thing is. So this thing does 500 attack damage. So it's pretty much going to one-shot anything. Now, I am going to make another one off cam, just because I want to make one for my boyfriend. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I am going to undry some boss spawn eggs. So I'm going to undry 3 jumpy bugs, and I know I had some caterpillars somewhere. Where did I put those dang caterpillars? Wait, did I put them in here? Yes, I did. Here they are. So, I have 5 buckets. So, for those of you who haven't seen me do this once before, which I don't know how you haven't, if you've been watching all the way along. Yeah, so I'm going to show you how powerful this sword is. Now, like I said, the Emperor Scorpion used to be the toughest boss in all of Orespawn, and it still is pretty tough. Even with the Slice or Big Bertha, you still can't one-shot this thing. And the Caterpillar is also one of those bosses you can't really one-shot. But you do a ton more damage than even this thing did with strength. So as long as you have strength, you can pretty much one-shot anything. So, let's show you this example. Okay, so, oh yeah, I need to turn back into a blaze. So, just to show you guys, how freaking insane this thing is. Okay, so let's say you see a wild caterpillar spawn. Okay, watch this. One hit. Look how much damage that did. Look how fast I'm killing this thing. it was even eating that tree, guys, and it heals really fast when it eats stuff like that. So yeah, I know it, doesn't really do much to show you guys because there's really no point. But anyway, um, that's pretty much all there is to show with that. I'm only killing these mainly because I'm gonna need them later. I'm gonna need the caterpillar jaw again. So, screw it. I'm just gonna magnetize everything to me. Okay, delete, delete. Alright. Now, it automatically comes with this knockback 5, Bane of Parts 1, and Fire Aspect 1. It's really weird enchanting. Honestly, if I was the creator, I would have had it automatically have at least looting. But, hey, that's just me. Now, there is one other sword that's more powerful than this, that does 750 attack damage and has the reach a lot longer. I think you can reach up to 20 blocks. Don't quote me on that, though. I can already see someone typing in the comments. Quote, by Smockter. I think it can reach 20 blocks. No, don't do that. I'm gonna delete the ruby axe just because I don't need it. I can get an ultimate axe. What do I need a ruby one for? So, like the jumpy bug. Look how much freaking, like, damage I can do. Are you serious? See, just when I'm trying to showcase it, the jumpy bug's being stubborn. Because it has a cooldown. See, I pretty much one-shot it. So, now if the jump bug would stop being a pain in the butt. Yeah, see? One-shot jumpy bug. Sorry, I hit the mic again. So you can pretty much just farm bosses now. So, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, we have Unbreaking 4. Yeah, I don't need the Unbreaking. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't really need the Amethyst. Anyway, so you guys may be saying, well, you got this ultimate sword. Now what do you do? Now, I did not test this off cam, and if it crashes me, well, I guess I'm just screwed. Um, it's time you guys see the third most powerful boss of Orespawn, Mobzilla. Now, I wasn't able to really showcase him in my mod review, mainly due to lag. However, I'm going to try and showcase him in this. Now, here's his spawn egg. Now, he is not the deadliest boss, but he shouldn't be taken lightly either. Now, keeping that in mind, I am going to go find a really, really far place to spawn him, because I do not want him anywhere near my base. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alrighty guys, I'm back, and here goes nothing. Now, I don't expect to be able to kill him. I'm simply spawning him in so you guys can see what I'm going to be fighting soon. Now, hopefully, he doesn't kill me immediately. So, just in case, I'm going to put on this, and put on this. Now, I introduce you guys to Mobzilla. There you go, there's Mobzilla. Now, I'm going to turn it daytime just because I want you guys to be able to actually see him. Now, he has a ton of health, and the only way to hurt him is to have Big Bertha or the Slice. Now, there is another weapon from another mod that you can use that does just about as much damage as Big Bertha or the Slice. Now, I know it's probably very laggy for you guys. It's going to be laggy for me too. Now, the best place to hit him, you can hit him like at the feet, but that just knocks him back. The place that does the most damage, however, is in his jugular. Like, it's his jugular area. Like, you go towards his mouth, and you hit there, and that's where you do the most damage. So, yeah, that's where you're going to want to hit him, guys. Right in, like, the throat. So, yeah. So, I don't think I could beat him on cam just for the amount of lag. So, I wouldn't want to try. But there's Mobzilla, guys. So I'm not going to fight him off cam because I want to find a way to fight him on cam. So I wanted to spawn him in mainly to show you guys what I'm going to be fighting next. But anyway, if you guys want me to fight him next episode, I will certainly try and do that. If you want me to fight him in between episodes and just get it over with, then I will do that as well. Now, Mobzilla is the laggiest. He is the hardest one to fight. However, the queen, I'm worried about crashing me, but the king, I'm not worried about. If you guys want me to go fight the king on camera, I can do that. While it is a kind of long fight, I have a strategy that won't lag me as much as Mobzilla, because there's no strategy for Mobzilla besides hit him in the throat. So, I'm going to quickly peaceful it, guys, because I don't want to crash. Because, like, even the menu's lagging, so... yeah, I don't want to crash or anything. So yeah, he also destroys every single thing around him, pretty much. Let me turn off magnet mode. Okay, so I'm going to turn away and let the frames come back. Frames, come back. Framey, come back. Yes, I just called them Framey, and I made a joke. Deal with it. Anyway, so that's Mobzilla, guys. So that's what I'm going to be fighting against next. But I had another plan for this episode. Okay? Now, besides fighting Mobzilla, we are almost done with Orespawn. Now, at our current state with Ultimate Armor, there are only 3 things that could kill us. The Queen, the King, and Mobzilla. Those are the only ones that can kill us right now. So, and they don't spawn naturally in the overworld. They spawn naturally in other dimensions, but they don't spawn naturally in the overworld. So I had another plan. I wanted to run back through most of the bosses, and maybe some of you guys haven't seen yet, because there's a ton of mobs in Orespawn. So I'm going to get a quick collection of mobs that I think you guys should see, and I'm going to go fight them with the slice. Now granted, yes, this is going to go quick. So to keep it all contained in one thing, I'm going to go create something. So I will be right back, guys, in just a moment. Alright, guys, I am back, and I've just got a couple of bosses to fight here. So, obviously, you guys have seen the Vortex, I know, but I need some Vortex eyes anyway. So, totally forgot. Still have it on peaceful. Anyway, but yeah, so that's not much of a problem. Anyway, so yeah, see, like, the Vortex, done. Like, it's nothing to worry about, even now. So, most bosses, like, aren't even a problem anymore. But there are still some. That's why I grabbed one that is not going to be one shot at all. There's one mob that, in my opinion, if the king or the queen, if there's a mod, guys, that you know of that can ground flying mobs, like it prevents them from flying and it grounds them, please let me know, because I would love to do a mob battle with the hammerhead and the king. That's only because I think that a bunch of hammerheads would be able to kill the king if they could reach him. Because hammerheads are freaking tough as all hell. They kill the Emperor Scorpion in 2 hits, guys. Big Bertha and Slice takes 3. So you know it's tough when something like the hammerhead can 2-shot um the Emperor Scorpion. Now, I believe they also can do a good bit of damage to Mobzilla. I believe. I never tested it because it's always too laggy, but here's the hammerhead, guys. That's the hammerhead. Most of you are like, that's another mob from Avatar, and you'd be right. That's the thing that they tell Jake Sully to stand his ground with. So, now, if you guys are wondering if that Black Panther looking thing is in here, it's not. So, don't ask. But anyway, see, yeah, I only do 99 damage to this thing. Okay, like, it's taking 3 hits to kill this thing, like the Emperor Scorpion. But this thing is hecka tough. Now, I do have a warning for you guys. This thing can drop a weapon, and oh, I gotta showcase these things. this thing can drop a weapon that I'm actually kind of looking for. And also, these experience tree seeds, I would not recommend planting them because they say experience tree seed, but honestly, I don't know how they work and they've never given me experience. So I don't know if they're bugged out or what. So, Orespawn, if you guys know how to contact the Orespawn creator, let them know that the experience tree seeds, they don't work. I've never gotten experience out of them, ever. I've chopped them down. I've waited a whole bunch, maybe, seeing if experience would just fly off of them. Nothing. Now, there's I I couldn't craft this extra large zoo cage, so I had to cheat it in, guys, because for some reason, the original crafting recipe, the one for the extra small zoo cage, I just tried it and it didn't work. So I think that's just my computer. That's not an actual glitch. It usually works. But anyway, I'm gonna throw this experience down, and then I'm going to keep this other hammerhead. Now, I'm going to use this thing. Now, what the extra large zoo cage does is basically, as it says, you just look at the ground and right click, and you have an extra large zoo cage. Now, I am going to say that most of the time, if I'm going to be fighting mobs, I like to fight them in this thing, only because it keeps them contained, and I don't have to worry about, like, them escaping or despawning unless like somehow they knock me out like really really far, but most of the time that doesn't ever happen. So anyway, I'm just preparing for Jeffrey right now. Jeffrey is one of the other mobs you can get the a freaking ray gun from. Now, the only issue with Jeffrey is that he knocks you back a ton, and he doesn't just knock you back, he knocks you up, like upwards. So, yeah, that's the only other problem with him. But the easy way to deal with that is what I'm doing. So, here's Jeffrey. Now, what I did is I created a hole, and I'm going to be right here. Now, this is what it really helps to have with Slice or Big Bertha. This is why they really help. Jeffrey will probably keep me against the wall, and if you just have a short range weapon, like, like a sword, you have to be like 2 blocks close to him. And most of the time, he doesn't let you get that close. So having the Slice or Big Bertha really helps with this. So this is Jeffrey. Um, his attacking animation is really kind of cool. Oh, and I totally forgot to turn off mob griefing. Crap. So yeah, he has a cool attacking animation. Um, I am going to cheat in one more zoo cage, guys. I know I'm a cheater. Um, but yeah, his attacking animation is basically like it's like him punching out in front, but you guys will see it in a second. Let me get a new zoo cage, and I'll be right back, guys. Final pause, I promise. All right, guys, I'm all set up now. Now that mob griefing is on false, Jeffrey can't break this place. Now, hopefully, I can show you guys his attack. Yeah, see, there you go. See how his arms swing? I think it's kind of funny. I think he's based off of a wrestler named Jeffrey or a boxer. I don't know. If you guys want to go look that up, that's your decision. So, but yeah, this is when it helps because you can just farm him from a distance. Now, I know I showed this in my mod review, but I want to showcase this again just because these things I find really cool. Now, you see all these like kits, right? And most of you who watch my mod review will know what they are, but some of you won't. So I'm going to show you what these things are. This is the Red Ant Robot Kit. Now, this is a pet. You can ride this and keep this. Now, because I had Quick equipped, you just right-click it somewhere. I forget where it is because its hitbox is weird. Yeah, the Red Ant one is kind of weird. Come on. Oh, come on, don't crash on me. There we go. So yeah, this is the red ant. So basically, yeah, you hear that noise, guys? I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, it's basically you have to get away from the sound, otherwise you keep hearing it. So yeah, but that's the red ant. Oh gosh, my princess is here. Hold on, guys. I gotta get away from my princess because I don't want her coming back to my base because she's gonna be planning a whole bunch of crap, and I don't want that. So anyway, um, waypoints, home. Okay. So anyway, um, yeah. So that's the red ant. Now there is also the spider robot kit. Now these things spawn in dungeons as well. The spider one, however, is a bit more tricky. And I'll try to spawn it sometime and show you guys probably this episode because I'm going to go to 30 minutes and see how that goes. So anyway, this is the spider robot kit. Now this one doesn't attack you and it doesn't have an attack with it. The red ant does. If you left click, you can have its like pinchers like pinch something. I think that's what it's supposed to do. There's no animation for it. But going off of what I read off the wiki, that's supposed to be what it is. um, but yeah, this thing is really cool for travel. Now, this thing doesn't like you can't have it sit or anything because it really just stands there. Now, if you want to get it back into this kit, all you have to do is let me just really quick punch H3 real quick, make a crafting table, and then I'll show you guys because I've been wanting to set a crafting table out here anyway. Um, okay, so here's what you do. If you want to get it back into the kit because you don't want to leave it outside and it's not really doing anything, but you want to use it again, and you don't want to have to travel whole ways, or you want to use it in the nether, whatever. All you have to do is craft a wrench. Now, how you craft a wrench is just like this, just a Y with iron, and you can get yourself a wrench. Now, what you have to do is you just have to smack it. You just have to smack and hit its hitbox, and you can get it back. Now, I believe these things have a durability. I'm not sure. I've never really seen it, but I believe they do have durability. So if you put it back in the kit too many times, it will break. Which, again, I'm not sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I'm going to go get something prepared. Um, but before I do that, I want to ask you guys, do you want me to fight Mobzilla on camera or not? Do you want me to fight the king on camera or not? Just let me know down in the comments because I'm going to be fighting the queen no matter what on camera because I want you guys to see how you need to fight her because there's certain things you need and certain things you don't need. So no matter what you guys think about the king or Mobzilla, I do absolutely positively want to show you guys um, the queen fight. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about that, and I'll be right back with some dungeon spawners, because we're going to go dungeon hopping. Yeah! Alright guys, real quick before I go in and pause my final time, I promise, I wanted to show you one of my favorite and one of the most overpowered items in Orespawn. One of the most. Um, it's duct tape. Now, I know that sounds kind of weird, but if you have duct tape, let's say you have the ultimate bow, okay? I did not mean to click that. Let's say you have the ultimate bow, okay? And you have it almost broken like I do. Which, in fact, I can show you. I think I did it right. There we go. Okay, so it has 1000 durability. And it's at 109 right now, so pretty low. And consider how much I rapid fire this thing, it's going to go down pretty fast. Duct tape, you have to do not spend any experience or anything. Which, by the way, you can't repair ultimate stuff in the anvil. Trust me, I've tried. It repairs it all the way. So yeah, it's pretty freaking crazy. I Now the crafting recipe is pretty freaking simple, as you just saw me craft. It's just string and slime balls. So as long as you have like a looting sword and a bunch of string, you're pretty much golden. So anyway, um, I will go spawn in these dungeons and let's see what we get, guys. See you in a sec. Alrighty, guys, let's try and make this quick. I don't want to go too far over 30 minutes. Alright, we are going to see what we spawned in. Now, I had 8 of them, keep in mind. So, I don't know what all I could have spawned in, but I'm betting. Okay, so, first one, not too bad. Probably not anything I need in this. Um, honestly, but I think I'm going to grab, at least I'm going to look inside the chest. And I only knew where that was, guys, because I've seen this dungeon a ton of times. Hey, but if you want poppies for some girlfriends... Oh, I actually could use the string, though. If you want poppies for girlfriends or fish, that's the dungeon to go. Anyway, first dungeon, down. Not gonna dwell on it. Where did I put the next one? Oh, it's a frog dungeon. Or no, it's a, uh, rubber ducky dungeon. Yeah, rubber duckies are a mob in Orespawn. Don't try to kill them. It's not worth it. Trust me. It's just pointless, and they keep respawning. These fish are kind of useful if you guys want them. You can eat them even when you're not hungry, and they give you fire resistance. So if you want some easy fire resistance, I guess these fish are useful. Um, oh boy, this is a crystal dungeon that you can find in the crystal dimension. Now it's not a deadly one. It's not gonna like kill you or anything. It spawns in fairies, which are friendly to you but aggressive to all other mobs. I see it spawned in the air as well. It has the peacock set, which honestly, it's okay. The only part of the peacock set that's worth anything though is the boots. They have feather falling 10 on them, and they basically make you glide down like the king, I mean the royal guardian boots and the queen scale boots. This dungeon, as I told you guys, I hate the criminals, so I'm not gonna go fight them. But yeah, there's some uranium titanium in there, some raw pork chops, and some other stuff if you need it. Um, oh boy. That is a crystal tower, guys. Now, a crystal tower, since I'm in the ultimate armor, isn't the deadliest thing, but when you're in the crystal dimension, since you can't bring the ultimate armor unless you give it to the boyfriends and then travel to the dimension, then take it away from the boyfriends, yeah, that's a pretty deadly dungeon. So I'm gonna skip that dungeon just because there's nothing in there I need, and there's really no point. It's just fighting bosses, and the loot would just disappoint you guys. This dungeon, I could honestly use this, but I'm gonna grab the stuff from that later. This is mainly just showcasing like dungeons at this point. Um, Mainly because there's nothing that I have to really worry about, really. Um, oh, here's a small. If you guys want some easy access to like bookshelves or anything like that, and you have Silk Touch too, or you just want a whole bunch of Ender Pearls and Eyes of Ender, this is the dungeon to go to. It usually spawns in the Red Ant dimension, but it can spawn other places, or you can spawn it yourself. Another tree dungeon, which kind of surprises me there'd be two. Again, dungeon spawners are random. There's no like way to predict what they're gonna be. Um, Again, not really anything useful. Oh boy, jeez. You can get crystal apples off the leaves of that if you wait long enough, but honestly, it's not worth it. So, was that really 8? Yeah, because I teleported here and then I just went over here and spawned some. So, wow, I did not get lucky that round. Whatever. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you haven't done so already, um, subscribe if you guys want to, and just thank you guys again so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. And yeah, if you guys want me to tackle um the Mobzilla um on camera or off camera, let me know in the comments because honestly I am genuinely curious to hear from you. Anyway, I see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.